Hi, I'm Mohit Nakra, and in this video, I will be talking about neckline of cowls. And there are three types of cowl which you can see. And I will be doing a demonstration of a low neckline cowl, and let's see how we can go about it. In this, you will have to take the fabric and you have to fold it on a true bias. So, how do you fold it on a true bias? You will have to match your lengthwise grain to the cross grain, like the way I'm showing you in this. Spread it into half, like a like a rectangle, like a triangle piece, and give it an on fold. Iron it, press completely to give it a smooth finish and a center bias grain. So in this, the center fold is basically on the bias, and we will press flat so that we get like a center grain line to drape it on the dress form. Okay, after this we are going to take the markings, and with the help of inch tape we can do the markings. And there are three kinds of markings which we can take depending upon the neckline depth and the kind of neckline cowl we want. Okay, depending on that we can take any. So right now I'm taking the 10 inches and gonna add 4 inches over here. So just make sure that it's matching to the edge. 10 inches is the neck depth and 4 inch is the seam, fabric seam allowance which we are taking. Draw a straight line. So after making this line, we will we'll take a measurement of 1.5 to 2.5 depending upon the kind of facing fold we require, and this is going to be a facing fold mark. And we'll draw a parallel line to the cowl line, and then we will take from the cowl line, we will take 20 inches of length, which is approximately a bodice or a torso length if you want to drape a torso, and or you can want to drape a bodice. It will fit into the 20 to 25 inches of the width, and you can take according to the length. Okay, so this 20 inches which I'm marking right now depends upon the kind of design and the pattern you are planning to do. Okay, chop these off and you will find a shape, a geometric shape, which we will eventually have to take it over the dress form and start draping. So we put the fabric over here. Just the center line should be in the center front, and then we divide the cowls into two parts, and then we put it over the shoulder where we have taken our neck depth from. So on those points, you will put your fabric and you will drape the shoulder, and see automatically you will find a shape of a cowl forming in the front. Okay, make sure the center on fold line is falling at the center part of the dress form, because that will give you a true bias and a equal divided shoulder points on the both side. Remember this again. This, what I'm trying to show you, is a quick view of how we can drape this, um, but you will eventually need to develop a pattern. So you need to take a proper marking of one side so that you can trace it on the other side in the same way. Okay, so on again I will take the markings on one side. I am again showing you a faster way of doing it because it's a demonstration, and my idea to this demonstration is not showing you the cross marks and the draping of armhole and the draping of side seams, but you need to take your markings on the first half of the form, and then you will fold it flat and trace the other side of it to get the equal armhole and shoulder on both the sides. Okay, so this is how our low neckline cowl can be draped. So now in this segment I'll take a smaller measurement to show you how to drape a high neckline cowl. The same way we will take the measurements. So the measurements which we have taken was 7 inches or 5 inches for the neckline for a high neckline cowl, and then we add 4 inches which is the shoulder allowance, and then we will take the same 1.5 inch for the facing fold, chop it off, and this time I'm not letting the entire length to chop because I want to drape further more cowls on it. Okay, now we will pin it over the shoulder where I'm supposed to start from where I have taken the high neckline depth from, and then this is the grain line, and then we will start lifting more if we want further more cowls on it. We can let that be the same where we have done it in the earlier, but if we keep increasing the folds we will get further more folds on the center grain. Make sure you maintain the center line in the center only, then only you will get the equal amount of depth on the either sides to achieve the cowls. Right now I am doing a shoulder cowl over here because all my cowls are starting from the shoulder, but your cowls can keep dropping and they can come to an armhole, or it can go to side seam, and it can go further. So, and that's all about exploration. I would like you to take it further. I have also taken the same piece of material to drape a back cowl as well, and in the next idea what I have interpreted, I have taken my front low cowl and I have draped the same one at the back to create a top style. Thank you. I hope this was helpful and I would like to see some variation from you guys.